Good evening, everyone. I'm super excited to welcome you all in today's session, Chalkboard to Digital Dashboard. Nice. We will be looking at how teachers can shift from traditional methods by using a smart learning management system, LMS. By the end, you will learn how to make lesson planning easier, automate assessments, connect with students and parents in real time, and teach more efficiently. My name is Ravikant Mayal, and I will be your speaker for today's session. I'm working as Manager Training and Quality in Next Education. In the last 14 years, I had the privilege of working with hundreds of schools across India, helping them leverage various technology solutions to improve their learning outcomes and operational efficiency. In this session, we will explore how an LMS platform can transform teachers' experience in delivering their lessons and monitor overall and individual students' progress. Are we really excited? You can just give reactions. So guys, before we begin, I would want to tell you that your mic access and video access have been disabled. We will be allowing you to speak whenever the QA times would come. So please cooperate in the session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Here is a quick look at what we will be covering in this session. We will start by looking at how classroom and teaching have evolved, the new expectation from teachers and the kind of challenges that come up every day. They will move into how an LMS can actually make our daily teaching simpler, right from planning lessons, managing homework, and taking assessment to keeping parents in the loop. We will also see how this shift from chalkboard to digital dashboard bring everything together, saving time, reducing stress, and helping teachers focus more on students. Towards the end, we will wrap up with key takeaways, a few real benefits schools are seeing, and of course, an open Q&A session to share your thoughts or questions. I'm sure many of you will relate to the next part. So those who have joined later, I would want to repeat, we will be taking your questions during Q&A time. Please wait for your turn. You will be asked to raise your hand or put your concern in the chat box. I would appreciate your cooperation during the entire session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Reactions are free of cost. You can always give those reactions with thumbs up, happy, unhappy, whatever the emojis you would like to use, you can always use. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Subham Patro. If we discuss about the changing classroom landscape, today's classroom look very different from what they used to be. With NEP 2020, the focus has clearly shifted towards experiential and digital learning, encouraging teachers to move beyond the textbook and bring in more interactive methods. After the pandemic, many schools have adopted hybrid or blended learning, part in person, part in online. At the same time, parents expect real updates on homework, attendance, and even how their child is performing in school. And apart from all this, teachers are expected to do more, manage classes, assessment, communication, and reports, often within the same school hours. I hope everyone would agree with the this changing classroom landscape or expectation from schools. Before we go deeper, let's take a quick poll. How many of you are already using some digital platform for sharing homework or any updates? You will see the poll on your screen. Please respond to that poll. It will help me to understand. I'm waiting for your responses, educators. I have received many responses. I would like to have more responses before we move ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Looks like most of you rely on WhatsApp, which is, of course, quick and easy, but can get difficult to manage as classes grow. Let's talk about the everyday challenges teachers face in this changing setup. I'm sure many of you will relate to this next part. Everyday classroom challenges. Educators, I'm sure you all will agree these are some of the most common challenges we all face in classroom every day. Many teachers spend hours doing repetitive work manually, marking attendance, checking notebooks, calculating marks, preparing report cards, and it never ends. Adding to that, the time spent on non-teaching tasks like filling records, compiling data, or updating parents. And let's be honest, not every school has equal digital access. Some teachers still struggle with limited devices or patchy internet, which makes partial adoption quite tough. Since we are going to talk about LMS as a platform, so it is very important to understand the everyday classroom challenges so that we can understand upcoming slide very well. Coming to next, tracking every child's progress, especially in a class of 30 plus students, become a real challenge. If I say it was never about the willingness of teachers, whether they want to innovate, they just need system that makes their life more simpler and support them in their day-to-day work. Now that's we have looked at what teachers faces as a challenges. Let's look why traditional methods alone may not be enough for today's classroom. Let's move to the next slide. Why traditional methods need support. If I say, you will also agree that traditional methods have always been the backbone of our teaching system and they have served us well for years. But today, the expectation and workload have grown much higher. Teachers are expected to do more faster and often with real-time communication. The truth is, manual and paper-based systems takes a lot of time and coordination, whether it's updating parents, preparing report card, or sharing updates with coordinators. Everything demands extra efforts. That's where technology can step in, not to replace the teachers, but to support them. When repetitive tasks are automated, it directly saves time and gives teacher more space to focus on teaching and student growth. I hope everyone would agree with this statement. So another poll will be on your screen where I would want to understand what is one task in your day you wish could be automated or made easier. So this time we are opening the chat to respond. You can see at your screen. I'm repeating again. What is one task in your day you wish could be automated or made easier? Let me open up the chat for your response.
That is enabled, Ravi.
Okay, thank you. Your chat box is enabled. You can just share your thoughts and respond to the poll on your screen. Okay. Our responses are growing in lesson planning. I hope everyone is excited to know more about the lesson planning, what and how exactly the LMS can help you about. Just send your reactions. The poll is open for another 1 minute. I would like to have more responses. And your excitement to responding the poll looks like you are interested to know more about the lesson planning, assessment evaluation, student progress tracking. Report card generation, very less. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All of the above. All of the above in questions. All of the above. Many responses are also there in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This motivates me. Nice, nice. Thank you so much. We are ending the poll. Thank you so much for your interactivity. This is going to help me a lot. Thank you. As I can already see some interesting response, and most teachers, most educators usually picked assessment or lesson planning. And that's exactly what we will explore next as we move forward from chalkboard to digital dashboard. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your reactions to the session is really awesome. Okay, let's move on. When we say from chalkboard to digital dashboard, it's not about replacing teachers or enhancing the workload of a teacher by giving the digital solution. It's about bringing everything together in one place, be it lessons, be it homework, assessments, communication, all connected on a single platform. What you are seeing here on your screen is the actual LMS dashboard. So I just annotate on the screen. Here you can see actual LMS dashboard where you can find the courses which you are teaching. You can find the section of your live lectures. You can find the sections of your assignments. You can find the section of examination, and you can find the sections of resource approval along with the today's calendar. So this is designed specially for the teachers to plan everything from one place. So whatever the work you are performing in day-to-day teaching, all things can be easily managed with the help of one single dashboard. And the best part, it's built keeping teachers in mind, simple, quick to use, and focused on saving your time. Now that you have seen how the dashboard bring everything together, let's explore how it helps you streamline lesson planning and its delivery. Are you excited to see what are the components in the lesson planning which you can automate with a software, with a smart LMS? What are the additional things you can manage with the help of the smart LMS? Let's move on. As you can see, lesson planning becomes so much easier when everything is structured and organized for you. Now, if you'll see, I have attached two sample, this and this one. So this shows me the chapter summary, whereas this is my teaching plan, which is the suggested one. And this is created by the subject matter experts from the LMS team. Now, as a teacher, what you'll be getting the ready-made teaching plans, and you anytime you can modify it as per your need, and continuously you can use every year whenever you need those lesson planning. Imagine how much time this saves, especially during term beginning or review weeks. Let's move on the next part, where we will see how teachers can plan their resources, map learning objectives, and even schedule live or in-class sessions. As you can see on the screen, this particular screen shows you the planned resources, and this shows you the concept dimension mapping, we call it. So if I say, uh, as a teacher, you can plan the resources such as video, exercises, YouTube links, PDF or images all at one place. So if I just compare this digital platform with the traditional method, right? Of course, teachers manages everything, but they are always segregated, and the connection between many things are like it's difficult to manage. Still the teachers are managing, whereas the smart LMS platform gives you a window where you will be getting the ready-made teaching plans, and you will be getting the resources in the form of audiovisual, in the form of exercises, and all at one place. A teacher just need to give the dates to them that when the teacher is going to cover that particular topic. Apart from that, advanced LMS in the market offers you the mapping of the concepts such as learning objectives, concept-wise learning objectives, and the parameters such as your Bloom's taxonomy. So later on, the system will become the capable enough if any student perform well in one area, whereas they lacks with another area, the teacher would be getting the complete insight about where the student is lagging. And all these things are possible only on a LMS platform, which has all these things combined. Additionally, if you wanted to run your classes in a hybrid form where one part or one section is attending the classes offline in the school, whereas the other part of the student are attending the classes online, so you can just do that particular things also using the LMS platforms. And this makes everything super easy, as well as it enhances the visibility of the every schools where the academics are superb. So if I say nowadays teaching or teaching expertise are not enough that they are only teaching in the school, but good schools can go beyond that also with the help of various kind of digital platforms. So LMS helps you to deal with all kind of structuring your plan. So before we move ahead, I'll have another quick poll for all of you. Let me open the poll for you. Poll is there on your screen. Poll is all about, what do you find harder, creating lesson plans or managing daily homework? This is going to help and connect you with the upcoming slides. So please respond to the poll. I hope everyone can access and see this poll. Excellent educators. Once the poll is live, I start receiving the responses too quickly. Excellent. Excellent. Higher side is, as of now, higher side is on lesson plans. The poll will be live for another 1 minute. If anyone is not able to see the poll, please type in the chat box. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Those who are not able to see the poll, I would request you to type in chat. The question is, what do you find harder, creating lesson plans or managing daily homework? Educators, this is going to help me to narrate our discussion. Excellent, excellent. Both. We can see some answers where it is written as a both. Oh, first question, WhatsApp. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your responses are really superb. Thank you so much, educators. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I'm ending the poll. Thank you so much for your responses. Now, in the previous slides, we have seen that how you can plan the lessons, or which all things are provided in the LMS platform to support you as a teachers, where you will be getting the ready-made lesson plans, you will be getting the options to modify them, you will be getting the resources aligned to the lesson plans, you will be getting a window where you can plan your dates, that when you will be completing your topic, and LMS will keep reminding you that your topic is due by that day. Okay. Parallelly, it also gives a good insights to your principal whether the progress is on track or not. All these things are possible with a smart LMS. Now let's have the next thing about the LMS, that is going to be how you can make your homework and assessment simplified. If I would say this is the one of the biggest pain points for teachers is managing homework, assigning it, collecting it, and providing the timely feedback. Though your responses in the poll also clarified that they need the assistance on the homework along with the lesson planning. With the LMS, as you can see on your screen, everything happens online. So if you'll see here, a teacher would be getting a quick links ka window, their class assignment, that is your classworks, whatever are happening in the classes, homework assignment that you'll be giving for homework, then the pending evaluation where the teacher will be able to track if any homework is pending for evaluation, and current week assignment or next week assignment. So teacher can easily track all the assignments which are keep happening in the day-to-day teaching. They are currently doing in the traditional methods. They send the messages on the WhatsApp. Means you send the messages on the WhatsApp, and you get the responses on the notebooks. Some are managing the diaries, daily diaries, and all things are happening. But if I'll say that, even though if a parent is asking that on which on that particular date what homework was given, then I get the copy of that as my kid was absent. They haven't attended the class because we went to the village. All these things happen regular basis. And I hope that this is also happening with all the educators who are in the session. So there LMS platform supports you, because if you're publishing a homework to entire class, that will always be available in the digital platform. One, then easily you can get the report of that homework, that who has completed, who hasn't completed. Okay. Additionally, I would like to mention that nowadays smart LMS supports that whatever the homework you are writing on the blackboard, whiteboard, all the homework you can just capture as in a screen from your phone camera, and you can publish it in the platform. And other side, parents and the student can access from their mobile application, and the student will be assisted by the questions which are there, and they will be completing that homework, whether you ask to complete it in workbook or you ask it to complete in the notebook. And once they have completed it, you can provide and provision to the students there. They can just upload the snapshot of the homework. And at the other hand, if you wanted to digitalize it completely, you can just evaluate it or by annotating on the screen from your smartphone itself. And you can type the feedback for individual homework also, that the student is doing good or there are area of improvement in writings, or if anyone is not completing. So system will ensure that notifications are triggered to the parents as well as the students, that if any homework they are missing or they have incomplete homework. But in the notebook scenario and in the traditional scenario, there are chances where the parents are busy, but student for sure may not be telling it to the parents that this was pending in my homework and my teacher have suggested to do these improvements. Whereas if it is clear-cut communication between the parents and the teachers, for sure in the PTM there will be less disturbance to all the teachers. Thank you so much for your reactions. I hope you are enjoying the session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So teachers, I would like to ask, isn't it super helpful to have all homework tasks tracked in one place? You can put your answers in the chat box. Yes. Yes. More responses gives me more energy. I would be telling more bonus item. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is superb. Superb energy, educator. Superb energy. Excellent. Thank you so much. Now we have made our homework easy with the LMS platform. Let's have a look on the assessment and grading. How any LMS can help you to streamline your assessments as well. So as you can see on the screen, teacher's duty starts from creating the assessment. Before that, teacher's main duty starts with the creating the questions. Then aligning those questions in an assessment format is very tough and time consuming. So some non-tech savvy teachers may face the challenges. So nowadays, LMS platforms provides you the ready-made questions bank related to your subjects and gives you a platform or a tool to create your assessments, to create your assessment in the form which you want. As you can see on the screen, you can create an assessment related to summative exams. You can create an assessment related to formative. You can create an assessment related to competitive exams, or you can create a practice exam that will support the self-learning of the students. and all with one platform. And easily you can incorporate all the questions which are available in the syllabus, and you can also download that question paper in the PDF format, and that too with the standard format prescribed by any of the board. You yourself can design your formats. You can decide that I need this header, I need this subject name here, I need this section, I need this subsection, I need multiple questions, but mandatory is one or two questions. All these things are possible with the help of your LMS platform. And it's not enough. If I'm talking about the digital platform or digital solution, it's not going to enough. You can publish that home assessment online or offline, and then you can collect the responses from the child in the form of online or offline, and your system is going to evaluate that assessment for you. Let's take a simple example. If you are conducting a weekly test or surprise test, which generally takes half a day time for you to create or decide the questions, and to then decide the presentation, the format of the paper, the template of the paper, and then how you will be conducting that exam. If that exam you are conducting is going to be offline, then of course you need to get the printouts. Okay. And if you wanted to have that particular exam as an open book kind of, where the student can go at home and can attempt that exam from their mobile phone, where system will be monitoring everything on behalf of you. You even no need to worry that student is doing any cheating. It's not ending here. AI will be in place when the student is going out of the screen and doing the chatting with any friend, calling to any friend, or multiple persons are there on the screen. System will notify you as an examiner, and you can warn that student, as well as you can monitor all the child's life. And that's again as possible from one platform, and those things are possible with the learning management system. I would add smart in front of learning management system. Note, the ordinary learning management system can do these all things, but smart LMS can do it for you at your fingertips. Finally, evaluation will always be hectic where the 30 students are there, 35 students are there in the class. System will take care of that evaluation. System will grade all the childs at a time. All the time for these kind of activity have been saved by the system. Now teacher can focus more on the students learning outcome, for which actually teachers roles are prescribed for any school or in the education. Isn't it excited, teachers, educators? Type yes in the chat box. Type mind blowing in the chat box. I'm just waiting for your responses. You can give your reactions also. I'm just checking that how many of you are attentive. Other side of this excitement. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Superb. Superb. That's great. That's great. Now, teachers, we have seen that how you can streamline your lesson planning, how you can manage the resources using an LMS platform, how you can manage your assessments, creation till evaluation. Would you want to see that which kind of insights or analytics system can provide you, can produce it for you so that easily you can understand that where the student is lagging, on which area the students improvements are needed, which is possible for a teachers who spends extra time on certain areas, and of course personalize certain methods, then it is possible. But with an LMS, whether a teachers or a coordinators or principals will be getting the visual dashboards with the detailed insights in the examination. Here on the screen, you can see school performance dashboard. It gives visual insight at a glance, not just for teachers, of course, coordinators also. And with this kind of information, planning becomes much smarter and proactive instead of reactive. You agree this? Another slide, we will see student level analysis. If you'll see on this screen, here you'll be getting the learning objective wise analysis, where systems will track the progress of the child based on the learning objectives. If you remember, few slides back, we discussed about the learning objectives, that you can tag the learning objectives to your resources, to your topics, to your chapters. Now, those learning objectives have been carried in the system via the examination or via the homework, and system have produced the analytics which shows you the detailed information that on which place the student is standing. What is the performance proportion of the child on the certain learning objectives? Based on the learning objectives, if it is showing in the green, that means student is doing excellent. If it is showing in the orange color, that means students needs the improvement. If it shows in the red color some places, that means it has to be critically looked after. So if I'll say teachers drives entire show, but sometime in-depth analysis won't be possible for teachers if system is not there in place. But if system is in place and the system shows you this kind of analysis, I am 100% sure teacher can focus on the major learning outcomes and major gaps which student is having. And that's where any LMS platform plays a very critical role in teacher's life. Nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, this was the part where I was discussing about the school, what a school can do with the help of or with the support of LMS. Now, as we started with agenda, where it was mentioned that how it can manage the parents' communication or the student engagement better. If any LMS software is there, for sure, all the stakeholders, which is your staff, I mean, teachers, then the parents and students should all benefited with the platform. So at the next slide, we are going to understand how it can help you to maintain the parent communication more easily. So if I'll say teachers to you, that strong communication is always be the backbone for the strong relationship. So no doubt. Many schools are adopting digital ways to keep parents informed. For example, systems that sends daily updates or homework, classworks or activities. So if you'll see on the screen, this is your place where you can easily create or you can define the activities easily. The activities types are basically videos, image based, audio based, food based, napping based. So if I'll say that's I mean pre classes where the nap is also an activity, so based on that you can define all these activities, and the you can track those activities easily. Parents at the other hand can always see those particular activities are happening in the schools. And remember, once I'm talking about the LMS system, so all can be personalized. It's not that it will be broadcasted to all the parents of that particular class. No, it will be personalized automatically. If I'll say that teachers are using the LMS platform, we were discussing about the lesson planning, then resource management. Of course, that resource and that homework will be maintained in the school itself, or some part of that work teachers are doing at home as well. So all these things, whatever the teachers would be doing from her or his part, system will automatically notify the parents that this is the homework published by the teachers, this is the assessment given to the student, this is the classwork done in the school for that classes. All these things system automatically will maintain, and this makes or this reduce the additional burden of the teachers, first doing it in the classroom, then communicating it to the parents via the various or scattered modes. But a single or smart LMS platform can help our teachers to maintain all these things at one place. I hope you all are excited knowing all these things, and you are learning a few new things also, that what kind of LMS platforms are there and which kind of things an LMS platform can do. Type in the chat box. Nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now we are almost to the end of the session. So here if you'll see chat and Q&A option. So most of the time you also faced some of the challenges where uh, the parents trying to approach to you on the WhatsApp, and those WhatsApp are your personal and other side the parents personal, but those efforts never been be tracked by the schools. So to solve those problems, now LMS are equipped with the chat functionality in itself, and the parents can chat with the teachers, and teachers can chat with the parents without sharing each other's number, without knowing each other's number. So the late night calling can be avoided, because parents sometimes doesn't understand the personal space and professional space, and they may not follow the timings also, which is somewhere decided by the many schools. So all these things can be controlled with the help of LMS platform in place. And if I'll talk about the student portfolio, right inside you are seeing a window where a student who are just using the LMS, Okay, this particular image shows you the engagement of the student based on the various subjects. If you'll see subject wise graphs, so what activities or what kind of assessment student is taking the part, and what where the student is in the homework or assessments, and what is the progress card of the student himself or herself. So all these things are possible at the student end also. So if I'll say that ki whatever the teachers or school does using the LMS, it is not uh, getting stopped or getting hidden at the teacher end. No, student and parents itself can view their progresses, so that before questioning the teachers, they themselves can see they themselves can see that what exactly my kid is doing in the class, what exactly the teacher has published, teacher has given, and what my kid is doing. Now that's we have seen how communication can be simplified and meaningful. Let's explore the overall benefit for the teachers, parents, and the students. Not students, schools. So as you can see, a digital platform, whether LMS assessment tool or communication system, benefits everyone in the school ecosystem. As you can see, it saves the time on the admin task for the teachers. For the teachers is provides the ready to access digital content which we have seen, simplified the lesson planning and the assessment, personalize the focus on student needs rather than the admin task with the help of various kind of insights, track students progress easily. So LMS provides you the analytics, various kind of analytics which can be utilized to track the progress of the students. And if I come to the school point of view, it standardize the academics, data driven decisions. I mean, it helps to make the decision more stronger because the reports are in place. And if I talk about the consistent academic quality, so let's say you have multiple branches, so you can centralize the course plans, and according to that course plans, all the branches can adopt that particular course plans. Homework can be centralized, assessment can be centralized, and the progress can be tracked at one place also. So all these possible with the LMS platform in place. Support NEP 2020 compliance, as we are discussing that experiential learning and project-based learning. All these particular things can be monitored, tracked, and implemented with the help of LMS platform, because the digital content which are being provided by the LMS vendors, LMS platforms, all are set in place and they are following these compliances. Easily you can collaborate with the staffs. I mean, whatever the progresses are happening, all these things can be tracked easily. And if I talk about the parents, transparent in the updates, better trust and satisfaction, quick resolution of queries. See, if parent is sending the chat directly to the teacher, the concern is related to the any of the specific subjects, parent will select that subject and message it only to the teachers, so easily the concern can be resolved. Apart from that, Q&A form which we have which is also there in the various LMS platform, there the student can post their queries and the teachers other hand can solve the queries. Engaged in child's learning journey. So as you know that most of the students wants the digital tools to support their learning needs, right? uh, I mean, by controlling the screen time, so it also helps directly to the students engagement also. Real time insights into learning, so whatever the progress are there, At the other hand, teacher can easily see for the students. So that's all about the LMS platform, teachers. Now I will just go to key takeaways and the conclusion of the session. First of all, remember that technology is here to support teachers. You can start with small. Start with the lesson planning uh, or assessment tool. This is the particular pattern. If you wanted to start with the LMS, if anyone is not using LMS, and focus on times, it focuses on the time saving, and the finally it will impact on the learning outcomes. And technology plus teaching, you heard that ed tech, it ensures the better learning outcomes without any second thought. It simplifies the repetitive tasks which we have already discussed, and provides you the more time for the teaching. Track students progress and personalized learning, we just discussed in the previous slides. Enable transparent communication with parents, as we have seen that teacher can easily communicate with the parents, and the parent other hand can communicate easily with the teachers. And apart from that, daily activity or daily kind of homework or assessment or anything which is happening in the classes, all will be communicated by the software itself. Software will be responsible for all these things, so teacher can focus more on the teaching. It uses it shows you the data driven insights which basically strengthen your decisions. Sometime if you have conducted any of the examination using the LMS platform, and based on the analytics, if you are guiding a student that dear students, you are lacking on this particular area, may I know that what was the reason? It was just instance that it was skipped from your mind, or it is something that you don't know or you do not understand it. So all these particular things can be clarified uh, if you have the details insight related to that student. And as I mentioned earlier, that if the data is provided to the teachers, or teacher has evaluated the students uh, lacking area or lagging area, so I'm 100% sure the teachers can be most supportive to the students, and 110% teacher can upbring the child in any manner, whether will issue or whether it is a skill issue. For skill issues, so for sure teachers are working always, but for will issues also teacher can deal in, if they understand, and a system in place can provide you or can allow you to focus on these areas. That's more important to understand. And if I talk about the software in place, it is not only benefiting to the parent student or parent teacher communication, it always helps you to set or strengthen the relationship or coordination between the other colleagues and the coordinators. Because if you will be working on one platform, there are certain chances where you will be sharing your thoughts to others, or you will also be getting the brainstorming from other teachers or other coordinators. So all these things are possible with the help of an LMS platform in the place. Supports NEP 2020 initiative. So whatever till now NEP has published, so most of the LMS vendors or the smart LMS follows those all things. the board guidelines, NCRT guidelines, NEP guidelines, all these they follows. And of course, whatever the amendments are happening as and when by the board, so all these things will be implemented then and there. So finally, we are open for your Q&A. You can unmute your mic and speak. Uh, Digital media team, can we enable the microphone access?
Sure.
Thank you so much. So before you start asking your question, I would like to say, please raise your hand and then wait for your turn, or you type in the chat box directly to get the answer of your questions. On my screen, Gmeet is giving the numbering of your raised hand. So I'll be picking one by one. So wait for your turn. Apart from that, those who are not having any questions, they can scan the QR code on your screen. Whatever the mode you feel easy, you can follow us on these social media to get future updates related to any kind of webinar, subject specific or any technology specific. Yeah, I'll be taking the question. The name of the person is Principal Compass Global. So can you unmute and ask your doubt, question, query, suggestion? Digital media team, please send the feedback link again, and if you can pin it.
Yes, it is shared and pinned.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll take the next question from Supiria Suwana. Suvarna. Sorry. Yes, if you have any doubts, any questions related to LMS, related to anything which we have discussed so far, okay. I'll just see if we have more hands. Yes. I'll take the question from chat. You can even ping in the chat box. Very good evening, Pooja ma'am. Can we use all the things explained by you from Next Education software in our school? Of course, Pooja ma'am. Uh, Beyond this also, whatever I have explained in the session, if you would like to connect with our team to further know more about it, yeah, you can do more than this. You're welcome. Uh, Educators, do you have any question? Please ask. I hope you started following the social media channels. Yeah, great. It will help you to get the updates more quickly.